Now it's time for News Extra on KNEB 960 AM 100.3 FM and brought to you by the Gering Civic Center, downtown Gering. We have some folks in to visit about the new Scottsbluff High School, and they include Emily Ostdiek and Max Mason, who are both students, and Mike Halley is principal at Scottsbluff. Let's visit with Mike first. You've been in the new addition here a couple of weeks now. How are things going?
Oh, they're going great. This temporary, and this is kind of a temporary situation till fall of 2018 when the entire project is complete. But this temporary we're in right now is a lot better than the temporary we were in December in the old building. There's just a lot of great changes. So we're really happy to be in there, and it's going very well. The builders always have a checklist at the end of their projects. Do they miss anything? Are there been any hiccups with it? Oh, there's a few punch list items that need fixed, but I think that's with any construction project. A little paint needs done here, or a little piece of tile is coming up here, and just some things that they need to work on. But they've been very good about it. It's been a really good construction group to work with. So those items are identified with blue tape, and they're working on fixing them as they can.
And of course, your project had a lot of moving of furniture and so on from where you were to where you are. Had that all been taken into account pretty well?
Yeah, it's gone very well, and we had tremendous amount of help. Our facilities and maintenance team, did a lot of things. Our teachers were really good about having things ready to go right at the end of the semester so we could start moving things. We had different groups come in and help teachers move. We also had our IT department. They were charged with a real daunting task. They had to move all the technology into the new building, which is really extensive. And they worked pretty much most of Christmas break and didn't take hardly any time off. So they did an outstanding job, and they had us up and running and ready to go on January 16th when kids came back. So that was awesome. Yeah.
Well, we've got some tours for the public to see the new part of the high school here. We'll get to that in a moment, but I want to visit now with these students. Max Mason, Emily Ostdiek. Max, we'll start with you. How's this impacted your life as a student at
it's kind of, I guess, unfortunate that I'll only be in there for a semester, but even just being in there for the first 2 or 3 weeks we've had, it's a lot nicer and easier for, kids to kind of enjoy school, being in a newer building, newer technologies, and just overall a better place for us. So it's good.
Obviously, it's all about conducive to studying. Is it better?
Yeah. There's more, I guess, lab space with computers available for students. There's just some quiet, conference rooms that kids are allowed to use, and overall, I think it's helping. So. Yeah.
Slide that mic over to Emily. I want to ask you about your impressions and your thoughts about it.
No, it's super exciting. It made coming back to school a lot easier. You want to come and see all of the new things and get to try them all out, so it makes going to school exciting.
You were looking forward to getting back?
I was excited, yeah.
That's cool. Tell us about its impact on you and what's made it better for you.
It's just given me a lot more resources, I guess. They put a lot of thought and detail in the things that they provided for their students, and we just have a lot more opportunities, so that's been nice.
How about day-to-day, just operations, logistics, getting around the building? I'll bet you had a map for the first day or two.
Yeah, it's a big school, but it took a few days to get everything figured out for everybody, but after that, we've gotten around, and so it's been good.
All right, very good. We'll come back, take a break, and be right back with more on News Extra.
Talk about experience. The Gering Civic Center has hosted over 1 million satisfied attendees in its 23-year history. We are going the extra mile every day to ensure every event goes off without a hitch. Ask anyone that has hosted an event at the Gering Civic Center, and they will tell you that our staff goes the extra mile to meet their needs. We are professional hosts who make sure everything is taken care of. Call 436-6888 or visit GeringCivicCenter.com and like us on Facebook.
Back on News Extra with Emily Ostdiek, Max Mason, and Principal Mike Halley from Scottsbluff High School. Gosh, you got a snow day last week, Mike. That's kind of unusual.
That was very surprising. It was very unusual, but you know what, we still.
I bet you made use of the time, though, didn't you?
Oh yeah. My administrative team was up, and we worked a good amount of time that day and got caught up on some things, and I got a lot of shoveling done and purchased myself a snowblower at home as well. So I got a lot of things done that day.
Yeah, I bet. All right, let's visit about these upcoming tours. One already underway well, it's probably wrapped up by now, but you've got one coming up this afternoon at 4, and then each day, Tuesday through Thursday, 7 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. What's going to happen there?
People will just come check into the office, and then we have our administrators. We've kind of divided up the teams and take turns providing the tours. Mr. Shattuck is providing this morning's tour. Mr. Huck will have this afternoon's, and I think I'll have both of them tomorrow. And we just kind of are taking turns dividing and conquering as we have, other obligations we've kind of scheduled around. So if you want to go on a tour, just show up at the office at either 7 a.m. or 4 p.m. and we'll be glad to take approximately an hour or so, and we'll take you through and show you everything that building has to offer.
What about parking? Where would a person go and get situated?
The best place probably in the morning is the visitor parking out front in the Circle Drive. There are about 18 spots there. Also, then it's going to be anywhere really that you can find a spot. Kids are coming in the west lot, and there's only 60 spots for kids. So the north part of the west lot will be very crowded. Our staff, there will be a few spots available in the staff parking south. So really anywhere you can find a spot if you come in at 7, and then 4. If you come in at 4, it would be best to let the lot clear out around 3:30, and then make sure you come in after 3:30 because all the kids will be leaving. And once the kids leave, again, you can find a spot wherever. You can use that Circle Drive out front near 27th on the south side to pull in, or you can also go in the west lot, and there'll be more spaces available close to 4 o'clock.
Okay. And how about you as students? How's this parking business been? That's one of the considerations with the new Max.
Yeah, I hear kids say that parking's tough, or it's a long walk and things like that. But the residential areas are doing great with letting kids park on the avenues, and people are just trying to work well, like with the school districts. So it's tough right now, but I think overall it'll be all right.
And Mike, that'll all get better, right, as we move into phase.
It will. When the project is complete, we'll be able to take over the very far northeast lot where all the construction trailers are right now. There's about 45 spots there that a lot of our staff members will move back to, and then there's several more spots to the far north of the campus right along the football practice field. So we'll have a lot of our staff be able to move back there, which will in turn open up student parking back in the west lot.
All right, well, very good. Again, we invite the public to these tours, 4 o'clock each afternoon, today through Thursday, 7 in the morning, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday at Scottsbluff High. Thanks, guys, for coming in. We'll let you get to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You bet.